start streaming and we'll start recording. Pop over here. This will come up in a minute, I guess. I really don't know. Kids. So, oh, my dad's here. Sure. We got a date with the wife here in a few hours. I don't know why, but the Excel spreadsheet is not showing up. There it is. Cool. Reconnect. Yay, I'm back on live. So, here, after Dave, Cody London was great. Yeah, that guy. From the History Channel, Discovery Channel, whoever those people, they, 2000s, early 2000s, and then coming forward, continuously kept getting people to go outside. It's like naked and afraid. That show had no purpose other than to just be there. Nuts. So if I'm gonna go bushcrafting and just we had to kind of set the scene. So what we want to do, guys? Bushcrafting really isn't go outside, and so you gotta have kind of purposes for going outside. And then when it comes to bushcrafting, one of the big purposes that everybody uses is just gaining knowledge, going, maintaining experience. So we gain some knowledge, we keep our skills usable because every skill, talk to anybody that does language work and they'll tell you every skill, if you don't use it, you lose it. I mean, I used to be a really proficient hunter, chasing people down out in the military in Iraq, but nowadays, yeah, no. I'll track a deer for a while, but after that, I'm gonna lose patience. Luckily, I live in the southeast, and we have plentiful animals. So plentiful to the fact that one of the local communities has opened up their community, the whole city, to bow hunters. So we got to maintain a skill set. We got to be able to keep going, understanding that, yeah, this is complicated and hard, but screw it. We like doing it. We enjoy what's happening, and we like our lives. So you want to go out and you want to go bushcrafting, you're going to mix in a bunch of stuff. You're going to mix in a little bit of backpacking because you're going to be eating outside, mainly cooking on fires. Uh, you can mix in the period stuff. Kind of. Yeah, no. I don't. I like doing kind of like Canterbury stuff where you intermix the backpacking, seer elements, and then kind of the backpacking, the period stuff where, Yeah, you use a bedroll from a design from the early 1900s. Why? Because it works. If you use a bedroll, then you don't have to carry a tent. Well, because that is your tent. You're also going to sleep on the ground. You're also going to do all kinds of things. Everything is about what you like, what you, as a person, your individual knowledge base. Because there's a lot of things that I could do that my kids can't do. I've taught them and I've shown them 15 times, but guess what? They're still kids. They have no need to have that knowledge that I have, the skill set that I have. I'm almost 40. Come on. So as we go through, we set the scene for what we're going to do, and that gives us our purpose for going outside. Our main purposes are gaining knowledge and maintaining the skill set. And all of this, and I'm going to put this, I'm not really going to put it anywhere because I got all this stuff hidden. So, what we really do, uh, then we got to figure out what we're going to do. Are we just going out in the woods to start a fire? And that by doing that, we maintain our fire skills by only bringing in base prepared materials, which for most bushcrafters and outdoor people is like, oh, a stick of fat wood. I'm going a little further than that. I may bring a stick of fire starter or a couple of them. Or just like where we'll break the piece off. We do half of it here at the house, and half of it I'll throw in a bag and use for camping. So we're doing that right now. So I think our first scene is building a fire kit. And I'll chest, cam, going around the house. Gathering mini materials. Then we'll do a layout of what they are. And then that's the end. Layout of what there are and useful purposes. Yeah. And that's like the fire kit. Our house is full of stuff. And this is going to be everything from the lighter to flint and steel to ferrocerium rod and bow drills. I don't have a pump drill at the moment, but I'm gonna plan on making one. So over here, I'm gonna put a note because I like making stuff. Pump drill. And it's like I want to make a bedroll, and like an official bedroll. Leather sheath for my hip knife. 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 I got a knife. And I got a knife. Sometimes we talk how we spell. Sometimes if we try to walk how we spell, we fall over. Oh, here we are. So I'm able to do well. Ultralight people, I tried this, man. It's suffer. This is long miles. Uh, cold soak, cold soaking your food. Everything about ultralight is to make you suffer. You do long miles every day, but it is amazingly fun if you're willing. If you're in that mindset of right now, I just need to get out and suffer. And sometimes I'm like that. So this is type 3 fun. Bum, 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 bum. Type 3 fun. Bushcrafting's type 1 because what are you doing? I don't know. I don't care. I can sit right here and do it. I can go way over there and go do it. All the same thing. So this is working. Nobody's gonna watch. I understand that. I'm a dude, really weird, sitting here on the internet talking about some cool stuff. So eventually they'll find me, and when they do, then they'll understand how much cool stuff I've got. Like so much cool stuff I can teach. But I gotta get a bunch of camera work done, and I gotta get a bunch of videos just posted so I can get the hours so that people can start finding me. Because right now, nobody can find me. And I don't know jack about social media and blah, blah, blah. I run another company and I love what I do. But anytime I'm slow, I've been trying to figure out something I could do. Well, I'm an outdoorsman and it's hard to kind of do videos and do outdoor stuff. So, I don't know. But like today, I went to, I had to run to the stove and it just kind of, all right, I want to do a review of the scooter because my wife told me I should do a review of the scooter. And me and the kids taking it around the neighborhood. We went out and have a good time. But uh, I don't know. So it's like, cool. I need to go do some B-roll, do some background. So I ran up to the stove on the scooter, ran come back to the house all together. It was like 45 minutes. And by the time I got home, that thing was dead. It was blinking. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get me home. Nah. So, yeah, it was. Scooter's amazing. I absolutely enjoy the hell out of that scooter. It's got an app my kids know about that I ain't figured out. But I ain't trying to. Why should I? Why should I keep going? But I do have some other plans, so I need to spend this cold winter time. So I'll probably spend whatever time I'm not out in the field working or with the kids or like the night with the wife. Yeah, the night with the wife. Get to go on a date with the wife tonight. I ain't been on a date since probably a week before Christmas. It's been a minute. I enjoy doing this. It's really weird. It's also really weird that my nose, every time I start talking for more than like 15 minutes, just runs. All that crap up in my head, all up in these jaw veins and whatever running out. I love it. Alright, so, ultralight people, everybody gets there, then you leave. I am back to back, just old fashioned backpacking. Uh, it's just where I'm at right now. There ain't no need to. really be doing a bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna get into Civil War, but these are where the techniques come from. For all it goes into all the stylized bushcraft and stuff, cause they had to have all this crap before we got it. I mean, they smarter than we are. I look around right now and I wonder whether or not we're going to survive as a country, but we are here, aren't we? We're going to keep going. I'm going to do some bushcraft stuff. The five C's I can never really like keep in order because they really don't matter. The, formatting, man, formatting kills me. Uh, so we're gonna go into shelter styles right now. My choice. So it is a tarp. Tarp when using a bedroll. Or bivy. Y'all know what this is. I think it's fucking ain't got no damn teeth. Or a tent. I use a tent when it's for ease and for light rain. Hammock. Hammocks or hammocks. No. Heavy rain, if you know that it's just going to rain and suck the whole time you're outside, use a hammock. There's a tarp, you're going to end up on the ground anyways. It's going to be wet. It's going to suck. Just use a hammock. Come on now. Tents are great when it's like, oh, you might get a little bit of rain or just morning dew, whatnot. Doesn't matter. Use a hammock when it's heavy rain. Use a tent when it's light rain. Use a tarp when you know it's going to be nice. Invest in one of each. Or like me, fucking five of each. Because I have three children and me and the wife. And I like having my stuff because I go out by myself. And then we have what's the family gear, which is all the wife's gear. All the wife's gear plus a couple extra things. So we have five sets of gear because each one of the kids go off on their own. They'll have to have their own stuff. I go off on my own, so I have to have all my own stuff. And then the wife has her own personal gear plus the family gear on top of it, which is normally a pot, one pot, because each one of the kids have, yeah, whatever. I love it. Our family is amazing going outside. All right, so I'm going to use that. That's how this is going to work. And our first scene is setting up and doing a fire kit. And after the kit, we want to do a fire making video. And this is chest and stationary. Uh, just in on the back porch. ease. Carry backups. Like, many. Fire's the one thing that's so hard. So hard to make. It's so hard to reproduce in nature because it's not in nature. Coffee. Toke's titanium cup. A wonderful cup. So I'm gonna do that. Let's go to fire. Fire's such a people like to fight and argue. A lighter. Matches. Ferro rod. Damn sure I didn't spell that right. Flint steel is used intermittently or the same way as a ferrocerium rod because people aren't cultured, but whatever. I know that is a rock and a piece of metal you wrap around your fingers and you strike, and it is a pain in the tail. I need to build one of these, so pump drill, and then you got the boat drill. All hard. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, so many hearts, so I don't even want to think about how many hearts. But I accidentally set our bed on fire. Sitting there playing with my new bow drill I got off Amazon, and yeah, definitely. It's like, ooh, like, oh, smoking, oh crap. And my wife's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, playing with this thing and accidentally almost set the bed on fire." Water filtration is one of those categories that I don't mess with. I have had Giardia and no, nope, not gonna do that. So I use a Katadyn. I spelled that all wrong. Sawyer. And the squeeze versus the mini come into a lot of debates when you go into the ultralight, because you can squeeze water faster and more efficiently through the Sawyer squeeze than you can through the mini, but the mini weighs an ounce less. And ounces equal pounds, pounds equal pain, pain equals time. So it's a heavy offset in that community on whether or not it's the Sawyer squeeze or the Sawyer um, mini or the Katadyn, which is what I prefer. I prefer the Katadyn, the 1 liter bag or the 0.6 bag. You can also do some of the other. It's another brand, but just squirrels right on there. Boom. So I have the Steenox and the other guys to be able to give me 1 liter, 3 liters, and I've even got one big 8 liter one for when we go out and we're doing some overlanding in the car. Oh, something on my screen. Water filtration is not something I mess with. I want my water filtered. And then you move into tools. And this is all for wood. Tools for wood are normally your axe, and that's a medium size. Your saw, which is a folding size, folding type. And then you've got your hip um, knife. Some people also are going to carry a specific cooking knife, a leather mat, folding knife. Let's see. If you're going to do any spooning, your spoon knife. And there's lots of specialty miscellaneous. I take a lot of miscellaneous specialty knives. We'll go out. If I'm going overlanding and I'm just gonna like go out and sit for a couple hours and do some meditation or a shamanic uh, journey for somebody, then yeah, I'm on. Once they're off floating in space and I've got some time, yeah, I just kind of sit back and I'll whittle on stick, make a little dwarven elf or something. I still ain't any good at it, but I like working with it. Mm, that's really all you're doing during bushcrafting. You're filtering water, you're cooking. So yeah, cook kit's different from one to one, but with everything you're using a pot, a cup, a spoon. I like to have a nice fork. And pending, I like to have my cooking bag, my pot bag. Uh, Dang it, forget what it's called. My foil Ziploc. That's what I'll call it. And of course, you need your food bag and Ziploc. What type of pot, cup, spoon, that all kind of that all of this stuff really changes depending upon whether or not you're doing bushcrafting, backpacking, ultralight stuff, if you're doing overlanding with children, if you're taking children, where you're going, what's the season. It's like sleeping bag isn't even on this list, but it's something you're not going to do anything without. You're you're not actually going to go out in the middle of January on purpose unless you're doing a video just for fun without a sleeping bag. Come on. And that's what leads into Common lessons. A sleeping bag, a sleeping pad, and a pillow. If you gotta sleep, bruh. Sleeping concerns or sleeping. Sleeping. That's what you need. You may use a wool blanket, uh, maybe a bottom tarp. I use a 5x7 as my bottom tarp, little blue one, so it helps me find stuff at night because that blue reacts real well with your. So we've now got kind of like the basic list of what you should take when going out bushcrafting or backpacking, unless you're doing ultralight stuff, and then all of your cooking goes in the one cold soap pot, and you carry your one long handle spoon, and that's it. Ultralight, you get 2 items, and then you get to go away because your ultralights will go away. Things that I don't have that are on this list, I don't have a pump drill, I don't have my bedroll complete, and I haven't made the leather sheath for my hip knife yet. Oh, so those 3 items are going to take a while. Backpacking, 4 days. I mean, more than 4 days with a backpack kind of sucks. If you're doing a week with some other people is good, but if you're out by yourself, 4 days is kind of the max unless you're doing a through hike of something or a big loop. As part of this, we'll build a bushcraft kit first, and then we'll go build a backpacking kit, and I'll probably find a weekend, maybe early February, maybe sooner, depending on if work picks up. To go do a small backpacking trip down to Pine Mountain. Go do one of the little like 7-10 mile loops and really put an emphasis on trying to learn how to video all this stuff. I love how everything connects. I look so much better in this 4K camera than I ever did. And I don't know where that secondary audio is coming from. Maybe it's the computer itself. But whatever. Um, no concurrence, no chat, no rate. I don't really care. I gotta build up fucking videos. And while I sit here at my house preparing for all of these things, I look at it's like, okay, what are we doing? Am I just gonna sit here and kind of do nothing? Like, nah, man. I'm gonna open this up, figure out what the hell's going on. This YouTube thing ain't even turned on, bruh. So, go back to here. We'll do another video probably tomorrow on getting a bunch of the stuff together. I'm gonna go run around the house tonight and get a bunch of it. So here, through here, let's put all the borders, thick outside borders. Nice. We'll do all of that. We'll do the same thing. I like having everything in its logical place. Pulled everything down, now everything looks better. Do need to expand this one just a hair. Actually, I'll do that. Come with. It's supposed to auto fit. I hit the wrong one, I didn't. There it goes. Yes. Cooking, tools, fire, and we set some scenes down here. And then you grab that thing and you go this way, and it didn't paste. There you go. Building some few scenes. Fire making is always a fun one. It's always easy. And it's like building the kit. Building your shelter kit is usually kind of fun because you got to figure out what you like. I've been doing this for a long time, so I know what I like, and I know I've invested. It probably took 7, 8 tarps, different materials, brands, hoopla, to figure out, okay, I like this one. And then you just stop buying it. Which one's the one you like? The last one you bought. That is really the one that, yeah. Which one do you like more than anything that you currently have? The one you have more than one of. Yeah. Think about it. When you think about all that gear you got sitting around, somebody says, cool, hey, what tent? First one that pops to your head that you own is the one that, yeah, that's the best one for you. What's the best hammock for you? No, for me, it's a big yellow, and it's not a brand. It's one that I personally made. I made it. I know all the quirks with it. I know all the issues with it. I know how to fix it if it falls apart. That's mine. Yeah, there you go. That's the one I like. What's axe? What's your favorite axe? Most people are like, you have a favorite axe? Yeah, I have a favorite axe. I have a favorite axe brand. Eastling has been my brand for as long as I can remember. As long as I've been in construction, Eastling has been, yep, okay. Go grab an Eastling axe. Oh, you need a hammer? Go grab the axe. Go grab. And it was always the medium sized construction axe. Not the, never like a full size axe, even for anything. I'm on the shorter side, I'm 5'9". So when it comes down to it, I really just don't want to mess with stuff. Yay. Welcome to the live chat. This thing is set up for uh over 18. But we've been getting this gear list together. So we got it all basic outline of it put down. Now we're gonna set out some scenes that will go video later on. I think it's just gonna be a pretty thing. So I am going to stop the video, stop streaming. I don't know. I've been on for 40 minutes already? Heck yeah. Building up that time.